Oh no! This guy forgot to get food. What an idiot! Don't you know you need that to survive? Lucky for him, there's Factor. With Factor, you can be eating chef-crafted meals from the fridge to table in under 3 minutes. After 2 minutes in the microwave, you can be chowing down on fine filet mignon, delicious sautéed chicken, luscious roast pork, and so much more. With over 100 recipes available every month delivered right to your door, you'll never have to worry about that midday hunger pain again. And if you go to Factor75.com now and use the code BENTOFB50 at checkout, you can get 50% off your first box. But that's not all. If you act now with the code BENTOFB50, you'll also get free breakfast for a whole year. Whether you're vegan, pescatarian, vegetarian, or normal, Factor is there for you. Order now.
Welcome to the slumber party, everybody. Well, want to play some slumber party games, huh?
Sure.
One in particular. Well, I mean, we got all cozy. We're ready for it. I'm here with my microphone holding teddy bear. This is actually my childhood teddy bear. I've kept him all this time.
Oh.
So how about a little would you rather, huh? That's always a fun game.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I got one to start us. Would you rather party with the Straw Hats for a weekend post victory, or sail with them for like a week or so from island to island?
Oof. Okay. And that's an interesting question for me, at least. Like, you two are more party people than me.
Yeah, and I can't fight, so I party.
I think you'd love their parties.
Yeah, there is kind of like a caveat there where it's like, yeah, you're partying post victory, which does mean that you had to have gone through some shit right before that, probably.
They're rowdy.
They are rowdy parties. But also, if you're traveling from like place to place, you're probably going to run into some shit. You're going to run into like the starting shit.
Something is going to be life or death. You will survive. If the Straw Hats are there, you're going to survive.
You're going to live.
But it will be stressful as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, like, who knows? Maybe you could be lucky and like, you know, like it could just be like a nice relaxing time until you get to the fringe of an island, but then something's going to happen. Yeah.
We usually don't see the calm part. Not necessarily calm belt, because that's bad. But
yeah, you get like a lot of like Oda like telling you what happens. Like everybody has their own schedule, and I think it's like really cool in the background details, like what everybody does. Mm-hmm. The fact that there's a lock on the fridge and only 3 people know the combo. Yeah,
was it Sanji, Nami, and Robin? Yeah,
and all of them, and the 4 numbers are the puns of Nami and Robin, like Japanese pun. Number.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And Sanji also has a number pun name.
But yeah, which would you rather? I know like the party would be like sick, but you don't really get a good chance to like really hang out with the Straw Hats in that case. But in the sailing part, you're just kind of always around them.
Yeah, I think you're just rolling the dice with the sailing part on if it's like a chill cruise or which
cruise are we on?
I know we are on a cruise, but what kind of cruise?
Yeah.
But yeah, the party would 100% be really rowdy and rambunctious.
Yeah, they party so rowdy they get like forest animals to dance with them. Like,
yeah.
And that wasn't even a victory party.
Yeah, no. At one point they get feral wolves to just sort of like hang out with them and dance with them.
Oh. So funny hearing things out of context of One Piece.
And you just heard me like half an hour ago be like, I think One Piece is maybe one of the best stories ever told.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it.
I probably would skip out on the cruise just because I do tend to get seasick because of visual stuff.
And would you maybe get like socially anxious just like hanging out with people who are basically a family?
Yeah, there are a lot of really outgoing people, or in the case of Robin, inscrutable.
Right.
So
like she's just going to be so bluntly honest with you.
Yeah. So I'd probably get along with Chopper just fine because I'm good with kids.
Yeah. I feel like you can get along very well with like most of the crew.
For
like
sure.
Zoro would just be hanging out doing his own thing.
I think Usopp would get on my nerves.
Yeah.
The lying would bother me.
Like constantly telling stories.
Yeah, I'm like,
he's like,
bullshit.
You want to call him out on it, but then you feel rude.
We live in LA. That's everyone. I don't need another.
I don't like parties.
But yeah, that's kind of the basic idea of this. Jesse, you'd party?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I can't fight. So the other one isn't an option. I know they would protect me, but
I think you'd love the experience of going on an adventure. Well, but you'd get pretty anxious too.
I would. I like the adventure
The
part.
stress would maybe be a lot.
Then once fighting starts, I'd be like...
That said, you'd love working out with Zoro. I don't know if you've ever seen the way Zoro works out.
Oh, yes. I've seen...
Just hang out with him and quietly.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to spot him. The man does like thumb presses with 4 tons on his feet.
Yeah,
so
he never has a spotter, but like
he's got that anime strength.
But he's also like it's very firmly established, pretty self-destructive with how he works out. But so are you. So,
Yes.
What I want to know is like he works out in the crow's nest. Like, how did they get all the barbells up there? Like, did he carry them up like one at a time with his teeth?
I think he must have just carried him up. And that was part of the exercise.
That was one of the workouts.
But he does eventually get a workout room when like Frankie builds the ship.
Yeah, in the crow's nest.
Oh, it is in the crow's nest?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's confirmed.
I guess I never thought about where the room is.
Yeah, it's just where he hangs out. He hangs out up there.
Fair enough.
That's his
If
gym.
he's always hanging out anyway, you may as well give him a useful job.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be so inspired seeing him work out.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, I got to do it too.
Yeah, yeah.
How about this? Would you rather live in the world of Dragon Ball or Marvel?
Marvel's mostly like our world, but with fucked up shit happening.
And Dragon Ball is much more of a fantasy world, which, like, I mean, both of them have better technology. They both have magic,
but yeah, Dragon Ball also, like, I guess not somewhat utopian, because there are people who are suffering and don't have access to water.
Yeah, it's weird, especially when they have like technology. Like when Roshi introduces Nam to the concept of capsules, it's like, yeah, you can carry like an entire well's worth of water with you wherever you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there was that guy who didn't have water for his village, but then it was revealed that, like, here,
you could just fix
take water, and like it just seemed like he just didn't realize that, like, you can just go get water.
Yeah, and that nobody in the world was
it's
like the Dragon Ball world doesn't have like a UNICEF or something.
Yeah,
it's also like really weird in the Dragon Ball world because it feels like all of the dangerous information is kept from you. Mm-hmm. Nobody ever seems to understand that there are wizards and aliens and people with the ability to destroy shit because they all believe Mr. Satan.
Like at some point, someone must have wished on the Dragon Ball for everybody to forget things because
they definitely
forgets everything.
They made them forget about Boo.
Yeah,
like, they made a wish specifically for that.
But like they also forgot about King Piccolo.
I think, yeah, although living in this world, it's pretty funny to see how quickly people forget about very specific things that you should very obviously be able to learn from when it comes to...
That said, we've seen how quickly people just forget about stuff in our world as well.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's what you're saying, gotcha.
You forget very quickly about how 4 years of something goes and then decide to vote away.
Yeah. For instance, it's complete hypothetical.
I don't know too much about Dragon Ball, but is it correct in that I feel like that world might be safer for a civilian than Marvel? People blow up planets?
Oh, absolutely not.
Well, it's really hard to say because, like, in Marvel, you can just turn into dust out of nowhere because some alien snapped his fingers 1,000 miles away.
Yes.
And in Dragon Ball, some random person can show up to your planet and blow it up with a finger. Yeah. So it's really not safe either way.
The Earth has been entirely blown up at one point. The entire universe has been destroyed for no reason. The entire Earth was turned into candy and eaten.
Yeah. A big pink guy just decided to genocide humanity, and he did it.
And then they just get brought back, and then a guy screams in their head, "Hey, give me your energy!"
Yeah. Put your hands in the air. Okay.
So, like, weirdly, I think because Marvel's more grounded, most of the time in the Marvel universe, shit's pretty normal.
It does feel like there are more people in Marvel actively working against the bad guys.
Yeah, because
whereas in Dragon Ball, there's like 5 people.
Yeah.
3 of them can actually do something.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Because my brain thinks of it more as like, again, I don't know Dragon Ball, but from what I know, planets blow up. And so I was like, it feels like an all or nothing thing where like day to day existing in Marvel, just having a corporate job, I feel like I could be killed randomly by just a fight happening in the street.
Yeah.
But also,
like you're much more likely to be a part of collateral damage in Marvel, I feel, just like by some random person, like some random supervillain doing some shit.
But also you could walk outside right now and just be a victim of gun violence in America. So, you know.
And in Dragon Ball, you can just walk outside and there's dinosaurs.
So, you know, it's a give and take. I feel like it's more proportional in Marvel than it is in Dragon Ball.
Also, traveling in Dragon Ball would be a pain in the ass. There's like a whole bunch of like rural land with nobody living on it, and then like 5 mega cities.
Yeah, there's Texas. Like it's like a giant archipelago of a world.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's separated by like huge.
Probably
bodies
because
of
of the dinosaurs, honestly.
And yeah, there are still dinosaurs. That also is crazy.
We landing on Marvel. I might lean Dragon Ball just because like it is a bit more prosperous of a world.
Well, and also I think you guys have to factor in that unlike in Marvel, you two like working out, you like exercising.
Oh
So-
man, if there was a way to just unlock ki, yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's the thing, though. They do fairly normal things to exercise in Dragon Ball and become superhuman. You two could become superhuman fairly
theory.
easily because you like to exercise.
In theory.
You,
I mean, there are plenty of people in the Dragon Ball world that work out a lot, but just like don't know how to unlock their battle power, or maybe
yeah. But like, you meet the right guy and like just train a lot, which you guys would enjoy doing. You could just be a
I
super
deliver
guy.
milk and farm.
You could be as strong as Krillin, who is insanely strong. You could become impervious to bullets somehow.
Honestly, even if you got to Yamcha's level, you're probably soloing the Invincible universe. So.
yeah. And like, I can only assume that like other people just aren't trying as hard.
That's a good point, huh?
I mean, Videl learned how to fly.
Yeah, exactly. And it took like a couple lessons.
And I guess in Marvel, the opposite side of that is like we could get bit by a spider or something that gives us superpowers.
Yeah, in Marvel, you are
it's way more of a
more
crapshoot.
likely to get random superpowers. That is true.
It is more like real life, where you just got to get lucky.
Yeah.
I just work at Oztech, or is Oztech the name of the
Oscorp.
company?
Oscorp.
Oscorp. I just walk around Oscorp just being like, oh no, I hope nothing bites me. I'm
Oh,
just like
no.
looking around and touching goo and...
Just having promiscuous
Oops, I
sex
got
with
cancer.
mutants, just anything, just exposing yourself to gamma rays,
Exposing yourself.
just
oh no,
exposing
my
yourself.
dick.
Oopsies.
I hope I don't
Me,
get super-
Spider-Man, the Flasher.
I hope I don't get
Your dick
super
talking to
speed.
you like the Green Goblin mask. It's hot.
Swallow the goo.
All right, I got another one. Would you rather be haunted by Pennywise the clown and hunted by the thing from It, or a predator from The Predator?
So the rough part of that is like, it actually seems like being a predator sucks. Like being like a Yonti.
Being a Yautja?
Yautja, that's what it is. Like I respond to how it's written because I haven't actually heard it pronounced much. But by being a Yautja, it seems like it actually sucks. Their society fucking blows.
Have you seen Badlands?
I did not watch Badlands. I did watch the animated movie.
Oh, the Killer of Killers.
Yeah,
or
that
whatever.
animated movie was pretty good.
100% I'd rather be Predator than me.
Yeah, Predator is one of those ones where, if I'm being hunted by one, I'm clearly, being chosen as something worth hunting.
What was the first option again?
Pennywise, the creature from It.
B Pennywise?
No, like hunted by.
Hunted by. Okay.
Because Pennywise is like psychological shit where I don't know, my environment is
Pennywise will
changing.
make your nightmares come true, and then as soon as you're really afraid, as soon as that fear is palpable, it's like, okay, nom 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 nom.
I think I spaced out during the question. So the question is, would you rather be hunted by Pennywise or the
Yautja.
Yautja? Sorry, I keep thinking of how it's spelled.
You're also thinking D&D, the Yauti or whatever.
Yeah,
Yaunti.
I'm probably also mixing up with that.
We're also just talking about Yamcha.
Yeah, just talking about Yamcha. Would you rather be hunted by Yamcha?
The Yuuzhan Vong.
I think Yamcha could take a predator.
Yeah, I think a predator, because human beings can kill predators if they're clever enough.
There are, in almost every Predator movie, a human does
respect
take
you.
one out. Yeah,
Pennywise doesn't
they
respect
have
anything.
rules. Pennywise does not have rules. I do kind of agree with that, but the Predator's also more likely to just fucking take you out.
Yeah,
Whereas with Pennywise, I have a very weird fear response. Did you ever watch Welcome to Derry?
I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes of it.
I watched that hilarious trailer.
That's fair. I kind of liked the show. It was pretty good.
It was really good from what I saw.
Yeah, but one of the guys in the show, his entire thing is that his fight or flight, center of his brain is just borked, so he doesn't feel fear. So that's why they bring him along. So Pennywise can't fuck with him, because as long as you're not afraid of whatever he's doing, he can't get you, because it's that fear that's tasty. It's why he hunts kids.
I will say, if I knew that, if I were able to understand and know that if you're not afraid of Pennywise, he can't really do much to you, then I'd be good.
But can you out logic fear in a situation when you're dealing with an eldritch being is the question.
If I know that the fear is what makes me vulnerable, yes.
You're also able to chemically medicate yourself to defend against him.
That's true.
That is something that, spoilers for the show, the kids end up doing. They start popping Percocets in order to make themselves not feel fear.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean that's what happened with testosterone. My fight or flight got my reactions are so slow now that I'm I get why dudes do more dangerous shit.
I just want to feel something.
And I'll also say I am in my head differentiating fear from momentary surprise and panic, which I guess is still a fear response, but like it's different than like a lingering fear, which I assume is more what Pennywise feeds off of than.
I think I don't really know exactly how Pennywise works, but I think, yeah, like a slow marinating fear, probably like it's probably why the kids from It lasted as long as they did, because he's trying to like really bake that fear into them.
Yeah, because like he plays the long game, so I think he needs that. So if I understand,
but sometimes he just shows up, it's like, boo, gotcha.
I wonder what his logic is. Yeah, because it does seem like he likes to play with his food, but then
sometimes you feel like a 5-star meal. Sometimes you're just gonna go to Taco Bell and eat some shit. Like
it's terrible that he eats that small girl under bleachers, I think in part 2.
The small girl under the bleachers, or that kid in the mirror maze.
Yeah, but I do like that he got it over with fast. I think he didn't really see a point to like, I'm gonna.
I mean, it doesn't seem like he does anything more than mental torture.
Yeah, the biggest problem is that if you don't have a fear response with him, he's just gonna hit you with the deadlights, and you're like,
oh, he's just gonna knock you out.
Yeah, like he'll like
incapacitate you, but he can't.
Yeah, he'll like blaze the soul out of you, basically.
Oh, okay. Well, that's that. Yeah, that makes that worse. So yeah, I definitely prefer a predator to Pennywise then, because like there's way more of a fighting chance, even if it's slim.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the ability to fight back.
The ability to fight back. And a predator will, like, well, depending on the predator.
They'll often give you a fighting chance.
Sometimes they will, like, actually, like, throw down and, like, take the challenges. Like, if you're showing yourself, like, yeah, let's go one-on-one.
It's also worth noting that none of us are really, like, we're civilians.
Yeah.
So we're not warriors. They wouldn't go for us at all.
Probably not.
So in this, like, I guess in this scenario, maybe you are a warrior. But in that case, then...
Yeah,
it's leveled a bit more.
Yeah, you're the most capable target in the area
like
that it's decided on.
Yeah, that's their whole thing, is that they choose fellow warriors to fight because that's what gives them gratification and honor for the kills. So, like, yeah, I mean, that at least levels the playing field a bit. In which in that scenario we're already like more trained than we currently are to fight.
That's true. Yeah.
So in that scenario, yeah, I think that's just inherently better.
Okay, a bit more like fantasy themed. Would you rather be a part of the defense of Helm's Deep against Saruman's armies, or would you rather be a part of the defense of Winterfell against the Night King?
Helm's Deep, 100%.
Yeah, I think I kind of hard agree with that. Like, they're both like very hopeless battles, but at least Helm's Deep has actual fortification.
Yeah, and like
doesn't have a crypt that will become a problem.
Yeah, and like men died, but honestly, not that many compared to like Winterfell, and also like if you have to exist in Game of Thrones as
yeah, true. You also have to live in Westeros.
And like the way Lord of the Rings works is that if you're a real named character with eternality, you are inherently a hero and therefore more capable of surviving. We don't really hear about the people who are normal in Lord of the Rings, and even the people who are normal are extraordinary in their own way.
Yeah, you get a lot of hobbits that are just like, oh, what was going on?
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, in Game of Thrones, lots of people with plenty of internality exist who are not heroes and not heroic in any way, and bad things can happen to them.
Yeah, until the final couple seasons where they just decide plot armor's a thing again.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about the books. I don't consider...
Well, the books haven't even caught up to season 5.
Oh, no, the show never caught up to the books.
That's true.
But yeah, no, I think... if you're already positioning yourself like, oh, would I rather be in Lord of the Rings, a series that has an inherent sense of justice to the world, or Westeros, which is, I think,
even worse.
Eventually there will be justice, but it's going to be real rough before then.
Yeah.
I would do anything to not exist in the Game of Thrones universe.
Okay, so let's amend that. Would you rather exist in Game of Thrones or have to defend Helm's Deep?
I would rather have to defend it. I'll be a coward or some shit where I'm just like, you guys are faster than me. I'll just stay back here.
Like, even if you're not talking about the Song of Ice and Fire series, there's so many periods in which the small folk just get fucked in Westeros.
Yeah. It's a very bottom versus top story.
Jesse's only seen the first 2 episodes of Dunk and Egg, which is so much...
I finally watched it.
It's in a relatively peaceful time. It's like, oh, it's so much nicer to be a small folk in this time. It's kind of
still awful.
Like, it's still not great because like rich people suck. But like,
and we don't have to talk about it because I'm sure that could be a whole video on its own. But I love Game of Thrones where it's a comedy. I think this is what I wanted.
Yeah, that was a great choice.
That's what I wanted from the original Game of Thrones, and he
set
me up.
Funny, yeah.
we watched like the cold open of Dunk and Egg, and I was like, this fucking rules. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah.
Like the way it's edited. And everything.
Yeah.
I think you both finally get why I was excited about this specific show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Like, I've also read the book, so
Okay, yeah.
Would
Would you rather have psychic abilities in which you hear just any thought that comes from a person who's close enough to you, and I mean any thought, all of them,
just as long as they're within a certain radius of you?
the stuff that like you would be afraid somebody might hear in your own head, and you think they judge you for it, you hear that about everyone all the time.
Or whatever song is stuck in their head.
Or Shinigami Eyes, which sure tells you people's names, but also tells you the date that they die, the date they are meant to die.
That's rough, because for like normal strangers, it's like, oh, good for you. But then for like the people you love, it's like, oh, fuck.
There was a constant ticking time bomb of I know when you die.
Yeah, I guess if I don't have the Death Note, then it's not really benefiting me to have the Shinigami Eyes, except to know someone's name.
Yeah.
I'd immediately go with the read their mind, because I can also get their name from that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I can also
Of course,
I can learn
that-
not to judge people for their like
I'm already
surface thoughts.
I'm already pretty good at that as somebody that has like, those intrusive thoughts. It's like, I wonder how far I could throw that, and it's a living thing. Like, it's like, why did I think that?
Getting diagnosed with OCD was such a game changer for me because I was like, oh, people aren't thinking this crazy shit all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody has intrusive thoughts, but the level to which they have them is different.
But yeah,
Plus, you can like provoke a thought from somebody. It's a great way to interrogate.
yeah,
Don't think about purple elephants.
Yeah, don't do it.
that.
Weirdly enough, I think it's because I'm staring at that light. I thought of a pink one. So
Yeah.
I win.
But yeah, so the Shinigami Eyes, which give you the date of someone's death, or the
Yeah, I don't think I could live with knowing exactly when the people I care about are going
I think
to
that's
die.
worse too.
Yeah, I'd rather have their surface thoughts and their like legitimate thoughts about me, which could be bad, but at least I don't know when they die.
Yeah, there's a fear and a comfort in the idea that you would know what anybody thinks about you at any time.
Yeah,
Good or bad.
like imagine showing up at their deathbed and watching it tick down to 0.
Yeah, no, like I just wouldn't be able to be around people. I think if I could see when they die.
I don't think I'd be able to have a pet anymore. Like if I could look at that pet and be like, what?
They never establish if it works on animals,
I guess they don't. Yeah,
so maybe you would only hang around pets.
maybe. Yeah, maybe.
You just
Maybe I
become
just become
only
a
an animal
druid.
person.
Just
I'd
open
be
dog
curious what would their name be, you know?
And this is just me speculating now on like the fictional rules of the Death Note. I think it has to only work on humans because only humans actually know their name.
True.
And I think it can only know people's names because they know their names.
I mean, an animal can learn their name.
They can learn what sound they to respond to.
Yeah, what sound like responds
Then that
to
means that someone-
identify them.
But they don't necessarily be like, that's me.
Right, and who gets to name them, you know? Because if you have two different people.
Exactly. Like I don't think animals can truly have names unless, except for the ones that name each other and they have that understanding. Because there are some animals that do that, I believe. I don't know what they are. But probably birds.
We do not speak the dog. We do not speak the dog language.
Probably birds or whales.
I was just thinking crows.
Crows might. They might have names for each other. But
I heard one making a knocking sound the other
Yeah.
day, and I was like, what's that? And my girlfriend's like, oh, it's a crow. And I was like, that's not a crow. It sounds like a
they're really
woodpecker
good
or
at it.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, them and
coyotes.
starlings. Starlings can imitate like any sound they've ever heard. It's crazy.
I understand why so many autistic people are like obsessed with birds. It's like, yeah, birds
Birds
are
are cool.
Birds are maybe the most interesting class of animal.
Birds are cool.
but-
I think we should like them more than trains. I think we should take over the stereotype. Birds are. I'm with the.
Birds
I'm
are
in the
better
bird
trains.
I mean, I have very little interest in trains, so.
camp. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we all like the
I go
thoughts.
I go with the psychic thing. I go with the like hearing
Yeah.
everybody's thoughts. Like
As long as I can turn
Yeah.
it on and off. Then
you can't. Like that's the
That's the
problem.
whole thing.
Same
In
reason you
neither
can't turn off the
situation.
eyes.
Okay, never mind. I'll take the Shinigami eyes.
So
Really?
you'd
You-
rather see when
I have
everyone-
OCD. I'm already thinking that shit.
But you
That
also
is
hear
not
other
good
people
for me.
doing it. So that could maybe bring some comfort that you can hear that other people have the same.
Yeah.
thing.
Would it make you feel better to know that somebody else is just as nervous meeting you?
But I've already learned that now on my own.
True. But again, the other thing is like
It makes conversations easier.
Everybody
too.
you care about, you know the date they're going to die, and you are counting down that date because you have OCD.
I'd rather that.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I also like knowing what the situation is. And I think that's like I just want to know. Even if I don't really want to, I'm like, at least it's a comfort because I know.
I think when it comes to death, for me, I'm like, no, it's just better to not know when that's coming because otherwise, that's all I can think about.
You can't see your own, right? Like that's one of the rules. You look in the
No,
mirror,
you can't look in the
see
mirror
your
and
own.
see your
Yeah.
own. So like you wouldn't know your own, but you would know everyone else's. And I just wouldn't be able to stop thinking about it and be like, well, I have to make the best use of every single day. With every single person I know, I have to know less people. I have to choose who I care about.
I guess I'm also already thinking that all the time.
I guess, and so you'd like the ability to actually be able to like prioritize. Like, well, I know this person's dying sooner. I need to prioritize my time with them.
Terribly tragic, but like I'm sorry, lore drop. This is crazy. The first woman that I was in love with died in a car crash when I was in college, and that form it changes something about your brain. Where I'm like, I never told her how I felt.
Yeah,
and so you're like, I have to spend all the time with everyone at the most that I can, and I have to be the most honest all the time. So I think that's why Shinigami Eyes. I'm like, that's normal. Everyone wants that, right?
I mean, we got another week left in this relationship.
Yeah. That'd be so funny also if the Shinigami Eyes worked on relationships. I'm like, I want to know. Is this worth my time? Are we going to get married?
When's the relationship killed or whatever?
Well, it doesn't do that. But okay, so you vote Shinigami Eyes, we vote Thoughts.
Thoughts.
Thoughts before eyes.
Queens are thoughts. Queens are thoughts.
All thoughts are queens.
That's actually the most woke perspective.
Yeah.
All queens are thoughts and all thoughts are queens.
Would you ever have a donut in a flavor that you don't like? Or have your balls smashed with a hammer?
Well,
I think I'll go with the donut.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably go with the donut. Wait, what? Okay, how much do I dislike this flavor? Is this like...
I'm not sure it matters.
It doesn't?
And I'm saying this as somebody who I know what the worst flavor for me would be. And I literally would have a problem like eating it at all. But
it is an onion donut for you.
I would still prefer that over
testicular
permanent trauma to my balls.
Wow, fucked up. I'll get my balls smashed. I'm not eating a yucky donut.
You have an unfair advantage in this scenario.
I do feel my balls less, but it would still
Yours gets
hurt.
smashed and your dick gets hard. Like that.
Yes, my dick would be hard while my dick would be hard while I'm watching you guys eat a fucked up donut. I'll be like, wow, that's crazy.
And like, if you had a less obviously jokey scenario, like where like an onion flavored.
I'm not joking.
No, I got the hammer right here and the onion.
I have both right now.
Well, I would choose any momentary discomfort over a permanent physical trauma.
Yeah,
That's fair.
That's fair. I agree. Fair point.
Would you rather?
I'll take the donut too. Like,
Would you rather eat 5 onion donuts
oh shit!
or get your balls hit with a wiffle ball bat?
I'll take the bat.
Yeah, I got the bat.
Yeah, there we go.
We found the limit.
Apologies for the inherent insult in that.
I mean, that's fair.
No, I still believe you can get some momentum behind that. Like that's still
I'm
gonna
surprised
hurt.
you would be that opposed to the onion flavored donut.
Well, I'm assuming that this also transfers to my least favorite flavor.
I would think
okay.
so, right? And what's
Yeah.
your least favorite
I
flavor?
honestly don't know, but it would have like worst flavored donut like that you could possibly like. I'm guessing you'd have to like stuff it with something, right? And it's not going to be just like poop, right?
I think I would need it to be like edible.
Yeah.
Like poop is edible,
yeah.
but like I wanted, I wanted
edible.
something.
Anything's edible if you're determined enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Try hard
It's
enough.
cyanide flavored.
Yeah.
Like,
I want it to be like
gross.
understandable. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
not like
wondering
this
what
might
that
reduce it.
flavor would be for me.
Yeah, because you're wet. You don't have a problem with the chemicals in your body
Yeah. Like
that make onions smell and taste like rancid meat.
Yeah. For me, I think it would be capers.
I
think
could see that they're like briny
what is
and
that?
like weird.
they're like little pellets that are like pepper bombs. That's how my brain.
They're peppery, but they're also very briny.
That sounds fine to me. I have a weird taste bud thing where like extra salty things are actually the best flavor to me.
Well, I also love salt because my pots. I put salt. I take salt pills. But
For me, it might be sea urchin. I have never enjoyed like whenever like that particular sushi comes around. Like to me, it always tastes like as close to sewage as I can imagine something tasting.
yeah,
Without it being sewage. I think it's the fact that I have like a very like sensitive nose, and the fact that it is like
Strong,
it leaves
the
that
worst
strong
sea
aura.
smell?
Yeah,
so 5 sea urchin donuts.
yeah. I'll take the wiffle ball bat.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
This is also like implying like that I want to hit y'all. I don't.
Well, you either that or you want to force feed me 5 sea urchin donuts. Like,
Oh, and I want to bluntly, like even you hitting as hard as you could, I'm relatively okay with that with a wiffle ball bat.
I also have
think
to
so.
I also have to trust that your aim is on. So
That's true. If I miss, I
mean-
get to do it again.
I mean, honestly, if you hit me in the inner thigh instead, that's actually preferable. I could take that.
I guess because the context is hitting the balls.
Yeah.
So if I miss, I think I have to go again.
Oh, you got to try again.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So it's
Yeah,
like
by
a
contract.
square on hit.
Like light slapping kind of pain on any part of my body. I'm like, oh, I can withstand that. That's not hard. Like I've seen Smosh videos where they're like do a thing where like they get a rubber band and like smack like your leg and stuff, and people are like, oh, it's so hard to not make a noise. I'm like, really? I'd easily not make a noise. I don't understand. Do I have a low pain threshold? Well, I do. I am very disconnected from my body. But
I thought you were gonna talk about the period simulator.
that I just have no idea what it feels like. I am curious, honestly. Like cramps do feel really bad, like normal cramps.
Yeah, even just like regular stomach cramps are like, yeah. I can't imagine like that, but for a week.
Yeah, I don't have a accurate gauge of it because I had when I got my stuff yeeted, I had stage 4 endometriosis.
Okay.
So like my body, I experienced the time of the month way worse than a normal human. So I don't actually know.
So usually like for female biology, like there's a chemical in the brain that does actually like make pain feel less bad because it's necessary.
Yeah.
To exist.
It'd be crazy if I wasn't a feminist because I'm like, it's not that bad.
and also like I believe one like particularly with pregnancy where literally erases your memory of having felt
like a trauma response.
how intense the pain was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
To encourage you to do it again, which is really fucked up, honestly.
Yeah, because it's like, why?
Evolutionarily speaking.
You would never do it again if it made you remember everything.
Honestly, that's what it seems like the case is, because it looks like it fucking hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, like childbirth. If there's a way to simulate childbirth, I'm certain I couldn't withstand that pain.
Would you rather
Experience the pain of childbirth.
or get hit by 5 wiffle ball bats and it's
I'll take the wiffle ball bats
There
for
we
sure.
go.
I think so.
I'll take the wiffle ball bats hitting me with someone really strong over the pregnancy pain.
A little professional question. Would you rather work on the film set of a Christopher Nolan movie or of a Steven Spielberg movie?
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I respect Steven Spielberg more. Which isn't to say I don't respect Christopher Nolan,
Right.
but one is Steven fucking Spielberg.
It's Steven Spielberg.
And I respect just how pure of an entertainer he is. And I'd want to see his process because I think it's closer to mine than Nolan's, who is more
Auteur,
fastidious.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Spielberg's more like, I just sort of like put it together on the day. It's like, yeah, I do that too. I'm glad that's not entirely abnormal.
Yeah.
I got to imagine Spielberg would be better for the career potentially. Although nowadays Nolan is like one of those big, like he's like one of the names.
I was thinking I'd just get along with the guy more.
Maybe.
Funny enough, my first thought was how impressed I was with Steven Spielberg doing the audition for Elliot's actor in E.T. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that makes me feel like that's a good man. You know, like
He seems like a nice guy. Like as a businessman, I think I do have questions. But I think also he's not paying that much attention to the business side of things, where he's listed as a producer,
totally.
but not really active.
Yeah, I think I'd have more fun on a
And
Spielberg.
I think
thing.
style-wise, I am much more leaning I tried to completely recreate the Spielberg vibe for our Space Duck ad.
What's so important you had to drag me away from playing Spin the Bottle at the DOD? I've never seen a reading like this before.
I think I did a pretty all right job. I think I learned more from his process as opposed to Christopher Nolan's, which I don't find his films that interesting. I don't like them very much. Yeah, I didn't even watch the Odyssey trailer. I just don't care.
Yeah.
So I guess we agreed Spielberg. What about you?
I'd probably also say Spielberg. Just like there's a lot of lineage there.
I think the fact that we're all comedy guys means that we're just more leaning towards the more lighthearted filmmaker.
I think so, yeah. I think I'm still thinking about Tenet in a way where I would be like, I want to ask so
I've seen that movie twice. I'm like, I get it, but also
I feel like I was explaining what was happening in Tenet to Jesse as it was happening. But I think I was one of the only people who could do that. To me, I'm like, yeah, this is basic sci-fi.
and translate it to Jesse's language.
But I understand why people were confused, because it is confusing if you're not really familiar with science fiction concepts.
Yeah, like
like time
Relatively high concept sci-fi. Like it's not really high concept sci-fi.
It's just cause and effect reversed. But like if you're not easily internalizing that concept, then you're going to get confused.
Yeah.
Like you immediately seem to have like when I say that, do you think you're understanding it more or you're just trying?
I don't know, because I saw it at home on a date when I was living in Philly.
Oh, you and me also watched it together.
Oh, it was a date.
Oh.
No, that was,
Yeah, that was our date.
God damn it, Stephan. Don't you remember?
I've never lived in Philly.
I've only watched Tenet on dates now. I don't remember you and I watching it, actually.
Oh yeah, we watched it.
Really?
And
It was like childbirth. You forgot.
I forgot.
but
They put the chemical in your brain when you watch Tenet so that you don't remember it.
I remember there was a scene where Kenneth Branagh starts a fire by like in reverse.
Yeah.
And you were really struggling with that concept.
Right. I do remember we watched it because there were things I didn't pick up on the first time because I was me and the girl that I was with, we were just like, what's happening? We were both just like, I don't know what I'm looking at right now.
And I think like when we watched it, I was like trying to explain some things like this is my understanding of it. It is a little confusing. But if like I think you also are like have a bit more of a solid foundation of science fiction.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I get it.
Like it didn't get away from me. Like it's more confusing than Inception, but not that much more.
Yeah, and it's like it's a thing where it's like it is funny though that like he spends so much time explaining things that don't need to be explained this much, and then does explain all the stuff that people do need explained to them.
I think that was it also, and also just the fact that it was mixed so fucked up that we were listening to it.
Yeah, the audio is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
I couldn't understand.
It's like I did it intentionally. It's like, okay, well you intentionally did it poorly.
Okay, well that was a mistake. Would you rather live in the world of Cowboy Bebop or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Yeah? Because they both kind of suck.
Yes, but in Star Wars, it seems like it's relatively easy to sort of like throw yourself at the galaxy and find a new situation for yourself. In Cowboy Bebop, it is still just capitalism and the horrors of it.
Late stage capitalism. I mean,
and the dehumanization of it.
Star Wars also has those issues, but they don't focus on it as much unless it's in a good show.
Yeah, and like again, like there's a sense that like you can kind of just like throw yourself out there and find something to do.
Just find yourself a new planet.
At least that's the way like any lead character like just kind of like just sort of ends up being able to like figure out how to get somewhere else.
Yeah.
Eventually, like you got to take some risks.
It feels like ships are a lot more plentiful in Star Wars.
Yeah, and like travel doesn't seem that big of a deal.
You don't have to wait in line for like the Wolong gates or whatever.
Yeah, but like Cowboy Bebop, like you're restrained to the Milky Way galaxy.
It's all human.
It's all human, and like there's no force, and there's no magic to like balance things out a bit. There's also like it kind of like they have to live on bell peppers and beef. It's not like Rey, who's
and I don't see no beef.
Meanwhile, Rey, who's shown to be like on like one of the lower rungs of society in Star Wars, has cool little biscuits you can just sort of make real quick in a thing. I'm like, perfect. A little biscuit, it doesn't even need to have much flavor.
Just add water
and
and
I
a
can
little
just
bit
shove
of
that
heat.
in my mouth and just I've eaten for the day. That's amazing.
Yeah,
to me.
you're surviving off your half portion.
And hey, if that fills me up and gives me energy for a full day, I'll take it.
Like
I
Limbus.
hate having to take the time to eat.
I think I'd rather live in Cowboy Bebop, and I don't quite know why.
Have you watched all of Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not in a minute, but I've seen all of it.
It's maybe because it's like more familiar. Like I can see the argument there, which is why I feel like it's a like you hear the question like Star Trek or Star Wars. Obviously, it's Star Trek. You'd want to live in Star Trek
is a
every
utopia.
time. But like Cowboy Bebop, it's like it's familiar enough where it's just like it's kind of what we have now, but with better technology.
But in space.
Yeah.
And in Star
Yeah.
Wars, in Cowboy Bebop, you don't have to worry about people who can blow up a planet because
Yeah. It seems a little more dangerous. Like, I would thrive more, I think, in a Cowboy Bebop environment than Star Wars.
I think I'd agree, honestly. Like Star Wars, like depending on the era in which you're living in it, like maybe in the High Republic era, like yeah, you can get along fine. But if you're under the Empire, it feels kind of shitty. If you're like under the New Republic, it still seems kind of shitty.
Yeah, and I guess like it's funny. Like I consider Andor almost its own thing so much that like it doesn't even occur to me to think about like how people exist in Andor compared to most of what we see of Star Wars. I'm like, well, like Star Wars is kind of light and fluffy even when things are bad.
Yeah.
It's like like if you're enough of a hero in personality, the bullets will miss,
True enough.
or the blaster bolts.
Would you rather be stuck in the prison in Andor, that like electrified floor prison in Andor, or Impel Down?
Impel Down.
Really?
What's that again?
Impel Down is the torture prison in One Piece from the world government.
Honestly, for me, it's more of a mental thing.
Yeah?
Like, sure, Impel Down's harder to get out of, but hey, if Luffy comes around, then you're good.
Yeah, you just gotta wait for Luffy.
But also, like, you can sneak off to the Okama thing. And
Yeah, if you can find your way to slip between the cracks, maybe.
There's a gay utopia in prison.
Yeah.
You told me about it. Yes,
Yeah.
There's someone transing.
Run by like the character that
Frankenfurter.
the character that can trans anybody and force femme someone, and they're like, actually, I
no,
love
this works. This works.
This is
I like
better
this.
now. Yeah, I'd rather be an Impel Down because of everything you've told me about it, and also just the mentality of having to make stuff. You know, like in the Star Wars prison. I don't like that.
And I also wouldn't do anything so bad to like. I wouldn't be caught doing anything so bad to like put me in like the ice one.
Like, the problem is, like, layer 1 of Impel Down is walking on spikes and needles and getting, like, trees made of razor blades. That's level 1.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I didn't know about that. I thought I just get
Level 2
trans.
is the ice level, and then level 3 is, like, that. Isn't that the one with all, like, the monsters roaming the halls? Like, honestly, level 3 seems like the most chill one, because then you just gotta stay away from the monsters.
Yeah.
Like, you stay in your cell and you're not gonna get hurt.
You're living in a game of alien isolation.
Yeah, but on level 1, you're walking around on like nails with like trees that are going to slice you up. Like that one seems like the worst level in my opinion.
But like, do you even face those consequences if you just stay in your cell?
On level 1, I don't see I don't think we ever see any cells on level 1. I think it's just people existing in that horrible knife forest.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
we spend
I guess,
no time on level 1. They're like, oh, this place sucks. Woo, level 2.
Yeah, I guess it's a question of what level you'd be on and like, but like I also think I'd really struggle mentally with the Andor one.
Yeah, you just you go back to your cell.
And the false hope. I think that's actually the worst part. Impel Down, they don't give you any false hope. They're like, you're not leaving.
But they do torture you.
They do torture you, but you're under no you're not being told that you're gonna leave.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you won't leave.
You're just not leaving. You're trapped
better.
here forever.
That's actually kinder than, oh, you're so close to leaving, and then it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna move you to another prison.
And now you're going over this way. Yeah, they're both fucked up forever prisons.
Yeah. So I like, and there is still part of me that's like, do I prefer the physical pain to the mental torture?
Yeah, and you're right. You do have that possibility of getting swept off to the newcomers.
Exactly.
Finding your way into
you can find your way to the gate.
You do have to be on level 5, I think, to get there, but
it doesn't seem possible. There's a lot of people there.
Although, at least in Andor, when they do their breakout, it's not required for anybody to have superpowers. That's true. So, normal people, if organized, can break out of that Imperial prison.
But, again, it's also proportional to, the world.
Yeah.
And, the Andor one, I guess there is part of me that also wouldn't, at least, during most of the day in the Andor one, you have something to do.
Yeah.
Which at least would keep my mind busy.
Whereas in Impel Down, they just kind of leave you down there and, I don't know, maybe they're starving. I don't know.
You see that
Impel Down does seem a lot worse of an existence, despite the fact that there might be more reprieve. There's a chance of it.
This isn't too much of a spoiler for you, but you do see that one of the main villains, he's just sort of being held, his chained arms and legs, just sort of being held there just all the time, just like this on the ground.
Yeah.
He's particularly dangerous, so that's not most people.
Yeah, they keep the warlord level people down on level 5, basically.
And Jinbei, honestly, kind of just chilling there.
Yeah, he was just hanging out. And I think he was one of the people that probably could have gotten out. All he had to do was agree to the world's the government's demands, and he would have been there you go.
All right, and if you don't do anything to my people, then cool. I'll just meditate in a cell. It's fine.
Impel Down does seem like the easier one to escape, just because there are superpowered people there, though.
Yeah, if you could.
Magellan aside, Magellan does seem like a big hurdle to overcome.
And then also the water thing, and all those people can't swim. But that's the bigger problem, I think, at that point. But also, some people can't swim in Andor.
True.
And that still haunts me, honestly.
Yeah.
That moment.
I can swim, so I would escape, luckily.
I could not swim the extent to which the people in Andor have to swim to the shore.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm pretty sure most of those people couldn't, and most of them died.
I mean, even if you get out of Impel Down, you're not swimming all the way to wherever the hell the next bit of land is either. Because you're also, aren't you... You're not in the calm belt there, right? You're still in a current.
No, you're not in the calm belt. They sailed out normally.
Yeah.
But there is... even walls like trying to leave.
Yeah, because like the way they describe how that works is like they have these big gates, and the only way to get into these specific areas is for that gate to open so that the water flow pushes you that
And the only reason the rest of it them escapes because Bon Clay stayed behind.
Yeah,
So
Bon Clay.
our favorite non-binary. With,
I was thinking
played by
Cole Scola.
Cole Scola in the show.
Looking forward to that.
Live action show. But yeah, that is a rough. I think maybe you've convinced me. Andor is maybe the better one.
It is the safer one. Like you will survive. It is awful though. Like but
It is one of those things where like One Piece is like deceptively lighthearted while also having some of the most fucked up things you've ever heard of.
yeah.
In the story.
I don't have any need for free estrogen, so I'll go to Andor.
Yeah, as somebody who did a bunch of Walla during the Impel Down stuff, I did a lot of "Stop! My arm doesn't bend that way" kind of stuff. So it's like, yeah, they just kind of torture people.
Yeah, I guess at least in Andor, you're not being like physically tortured.
Yeah,
all the
it's just
time.
mental torture.
Yeah, yeah.
And
okay.
once you break, you're fine. Like once
Yeah.
that snaps, it's done.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I would rather.
To be clear, Ivankov wouldn't force fem just anyone. This person was like really like being aggressively transphobic.
Yeah, you turned my dad into a lady. Now you're a lady. Oh, I can see why you liked it.
Never mind.
I was mad because I was jealous of him, I think.
Turns out this is my thing. I like having a lady One Piece build.
It doesn't skip a generation.
Yeah, it's genetic.
Yeah, all the ladies from One Piece, their boobas just keep getting bigger and bigger every chapter. It seems.
And no back pain. So at least there's
no
that.
back pain. A
There's
world
no
without-
there's no back pain in One Piece.
That's the most unrealistic part of One Piece.
It is.
That and the fact that they have no like interior organs.
Yes. Yeah. Also, where does stuff go?
Yeah.
They're going.
The women in One Piece are either built like a perfect hourglass or a square. Like there's no in between.
At the beginning, they were built normal.
Yeah, there's like yeah. Everybody had a normal build, and then
I miss Nami's old build, like
don't get me wrong. I am an appreciator of fan service, but it can be a bit egregious.
And he's been like pulling back a bit. And I think.
Yeah, like you can see with
Sorry,
like
guys, I was going through something.
you can see with like the wit stuff there, like the Netflix reboot.
Yeah, where they give her like her like.
Yeah, they're giving everybody like a more like normal-ish build, but still like manga accurate.
Yeah, like
right.
they're trying to mix like the modern look with the old look.
Yeah.
They're doing a new animation, right? Like they're yeah.
They keep releasing concept art and being like, it's coming.
And they're claiming that like each arc is going to be like 70 episodes fewer. It's like, oh wow.
I think but the episodes will be like 40 minutes long. But
Who knows?
no, they said that.
Oh well, then cool.
But anyway, if you were in One Piece, would you prefer to have a devil fruit and be sailing all the time, or not have one and be sailing all the time? Because whenever you eat a devil fruit, you generally don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So you don't even know if you're going to get a good power. And secondly, you are in danger. Like if you fall into the water all, you drown, unless somebody saves you.
It's seawater specifically, right?
Seawater specifically, yeah.
It's tough. Pre-New World, I think the devil fruit. But once you're in the New World, I don't think you want the devil fruit as
ships
much.
keep getting destroyed,
just chopped in half and
it's like
split.
Yeah.
But the caveat there is, how much would I have to torture myself to learn hockey?
Yeah.
Because it seems like everybody has like an inherent like level that they can get to. Like only certain people have Conqueror's hockey. That's not just something you get. It's something you have the ability.
I would never get Conqueror's hockey or armament hockey. I would 100% develop observational hockey, just due to my own like the things I focus on, like how Usopp has observational hockey.
I'm the kind of person that I think I really wish I could have Conqueror's hockey, but like just knowing me, I probably just don't have the willpower for it. Mm-hmm. Armament hockey, I think I would want to master though, especially if I'm a pirate traveling to the New World. So
to explain to Jesse and also
I get it. Gay hockey, heated rivalry.
It's weeaboo fighting magic.
Armament hockey lets you sort of coat your arm in like this sort of energy that like makes you very like that's honestly generally what happens.
Hockey,
so like
heated rivalry.
Like you coat,
yeah, exactly. It's heated rivalry.
You're gonna put the hockey right up your butt.
Yeah.
But like you can basically coat yourself in energy that like keeps yourself from getting harmed.
And it also and it lets you hurt people. Like it allows you to actually attack people with devil fruits that you wouldn't normally be able to
basically
hit.
allows you to make your body or any extension of your body like harder than any object like metal on the planet or anything like that.
Makes you hard.
Yeah, it makes you real hard. Rock hard, brother Jack.
And allows you to do lots of damage and take lots of damage. Observational hockey allows you to have just superhuman levels of insight into like what's going on around you.
Yeah, it allows you to either like be able to like hyper focus, like you can see something from like miles away and like focus on it as if you're right next to it, or it allows you to like precog what somebody's about to do. Like you can like see, oh, they're about to throw a punch.
And like normal people can develop this in the world.
If they people can develop it people have developed it unknowingly in the show multiple times.
Kobe did it.
Kobe did it unknowingly. Usopp did it unknowingly. Zoro has done it unknowingly.
The first time we ever see Luffy use Conqueror's Haki, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Most people don't, like, or they just get so good at the thing that they do that they eventually develop that ability.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'm like, I would get observational hockey because I get really good at something that involves a lot of observation. Mm-hmm. And
that's, that's crazy that's how big One Piece is, people have told me so much about it and I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and they introduced the concept of it fairly early in Water 7.
Yeah,
is when they start to
approaching the halfway point
even
of the story.
Skypia, they introduced like observation hockey.
Yeah, they called it something else there, but yeah.
And I mean, they also called it something different in Water 7. It was like the 7 fists or something.
Yeah, because people have different ideas of what it is.
It just manifests in different ways.
So yeah, like that. So you can, as a normal human being, just develop that stuff and not eat a devil fruit and still be super powerful and superhuman. I honestly personally believe that Nami has observational hockey. It hasn't been shown in the same way, but her superhuman ability to understand what the weather is going to be is
just by like smelling the air.
Yeah, is like perfect like recipe for developing a specific kind of observational hockey. The same way Usopp did.
Mm-hmm. I would take the gamble and I would eat a devil fruit.
Yeah, the devil fruit is kind of a gamble because like some of them can be really cool. Like maybe you'd be a giraffe man, but like you can figure out how to make that work for you. And zone types are one of the stronger types, right? Like,
yes,
because they're the ones that can awaken.
Yeah, zones like are similar to like
Or you could become a jacket.
Yeah.
Dressrosa introduces like a little Mac fighty dude, and he can turn himself into a jacket for somebody else to wear, and then he's just controlling them, but in their body, like over their body.
Or you can eat the fruit that gives you syringe hands that lets you trans people.
Yeah.
Including yourself, whenever you want, because Ivankov's also like kind of like gender fluid. But
I can switch it out whenever you want.
Kind of, yeah. Like like Ivankov does at some points just kind of become like a very tall, buxom woman, One Piece shape.
Yeah, like sometimes they do it to fight.
Yeah,
that's cool. I would use it kind of like a polyjuice potion kind of thing where I can,
you can just do it whenever, like whatever you're feeling,
whatever you want. Which like
like it.
Some days you feel like having titties.
Yeah.
Why not?
I gotta get into this. What is it in Zelda where the twink has to dress up?
Oh, the Gerudo village.
Yeah. Be like, here's me.
Yeah, there you go.
Normal.
And since since back pain doesn't exist in One Piece, you're fine.
Back pain doesn't exist.
Do a bridge girl voice. It's me, I'm Hoisey. I got tits. That isn't a joke from an abridged thing. It just sounded like one to me.
It does.
It very much would have been like.
It's almost like it's almost like we've done it or something.
Yeah, it's almost.
It's almost like that's like kind of the thing we were known for.
Yeah,
we should make a catchphrase with bitches in it. No one's ever done that.
No one's ever done that or sold shirts.
Throw it on a shirt.
Yeah.
Just make it. We'll just make a shirt that just says the word bitch.
Just bitch. Just say bitch.
Only for our worst fans.
The worst fans.
But you just told me that you really like swimming.
Yeah.
So like I feel like that'd be a struggle for you.
It's like one of my favorite forms of cardio.
But it's only salt water, right? So if you had a pool, that was like.
Yeah, it's like the ocean hates you if you have a devil fruit.
Yeah.
Like and because you can still take a bath.
I was thinking, you go into a bath and you're instantly just like, oh.
Or is it like any water where like I can't remember what.
If you get submerged, I think
like it's like water that you can get submerged in.
I can't remember what the difference is. There is a difference between the anime and the manga in some way, and I forget which one like kind of implies that like
it makes sense.
Anything up to a certain level of being submerged like.
Yeah, because they go in the hot springs and shit. So that's not.
Yeah, so like I think in the manga it must be only salt water because like they hang out in the hot springs.
Or water of a certain depth.
Yeah, well, but like. Luffy,
because we also see like in the anime at times where like they just get splashed by salt water. It's like, ooh, that feels weird.
Yeah, so I think definitely salt water is like the most potent for sure.
Yeah, because sea prism stone has the same thing, and that's just, sea ore.
That also adds a layer because with POTS syndrome, I have to be taking salt pills or drinking salt water.
Oh, so you can't do the.
As long as it's not sea salt.
It just can't be, and it can't be salt water. But like, salt is fine.
I think I would just have to take the pills, I guess.
There's no way Luffy's eating unsalted.
You should still be able to drink Gatorade, and that's just salty water.
They never mentioned Sanji having to exclude salt from the diets of anybody.
Wonderful.
That would come up.
It would be tragic if Luffy was eating unseasoned food this entire time.
I think Sanji would cry.
Like a bodybuilder having to eat unseasoned chicken and rice.
Luffy loves meat. I can't imagine it's unsalted.
Yeah.
You're devil fruit, pro devil fruit.
I'm pro devil fruit.
I think I'm on the level of like, I can get good enough at like the observational hockey part to like.
But you could also amplify that with a devil fruit too, if you
know what you're getting, but you wouldn't.
Yeah. There are very few cases in which case, but in this situation, it's a random one.
We don't even actually know what Luffy's is for a really long time, even though we think we do. So
I'm so Luffy coded.
Gaslighting Shanks.
You are.
Yeah, I'm so Luffy coded that I think I like
no,
my
very
odds.
much so.
Yeah.
And even in the way where it's like, it'll probably work out. Wild card, bitches.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that is fully my motto with life. Like, it'll be fine. Let's do it.
In that vein, would you rather have a random devil fruit with a 10% chance that it might be a smile fruit, which is basically a bad devil fruit that
one
can
of the
fuck you up,
saddest things to ever happen in the show,
or a random non-hero level quirk, so you could have like a stapler for a face or something like that from My Hero.
The quirk thing, 100%.
You just don't want to take that 10% chance.
No, like there's so much of this video now is just us explaining One Piece to Jesse.
That's what happens at
One Piece is
sleepovers.
fun.
But like smile fruits are like artificial.
Yeah, they're artificial devil fruits that either give you a fucked up version of a regular devil fruit's power, or will make it so that you can never not smile
or laugh. Like you can't
You're
cry.
always laughing.
You can only express happiness and nothing else. When it comes to like what your body will do. And there is a devastating scene of a girl watching something horrible happen to somebody she loves.
And all she can do is smile
he dies,
and laugh.
And her and everyone around who are all devastated just all start uproariously laughing. While
that's all
crying.
they can do.
And it is so upsetting. That's
Yeah, One Piece is
deceivingly fucked up.
One Piece looks like such a fun world, but it is fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
Not to the point that I think I would still rather live in the One Piece world than Berserk, but
the second thing that you said, what was that again?
A random non-hero level quirk from like My Hero.
So like a lame superpower.
Yeah, like shitty, like, oh, I can turn my fingers into hot dogs, or like my nose is a stapler.
I can take my eyes out of the sockets and then put them back in. Like very simple stuff like that. I kind of look funny.
I can make my hair grow exactly 1 inch.
I guess that is I don't know. Both have. I don't want a stapler for a face, and I also don't want the smile fruit. So
I'll take being a little silly over.
Yeah, because at least everybody in the world like has something going on.
Over being more limited in how I can express my emotions, because I already struggle with that.
And it's just like a percentage chance, but it's still like an awful. Like,
Yeah.
and even then, even if you dodge that, you could still end up with the like
The boring fruits, yeah, like the ones that
Yeah.
don't really do much for you.
yeah, I guess the quirk does make sense because also the point of everyone else being kind of weird. I guess that.
Yeah, but I had to make that caveat because I feel like a random devil fruit and a random quirk aren't quite the same level. So you have to like, I'd take a devil fruit over a non-hero powered quirk any day.
Same, yeah.
I would
But
take
if
the
it
quirks
were-
because there's no downside.
But if it's like a non-hero quirk,
Okay, you're kind of silly. That like I can make kind of silly work for me. I've been doing it my whole life.
I'd still take the random devil fruit because like you can make a name for yourself in the One Piece verse, like even on just kind of like even with like kind of a stupid power.
Yeah.
In My Hero, if you're not a superhero, who the fuck are you?
I mean, I just do what I already do. Which
I guess fair
I'd be
enough.
cool with that. I can just draw and tell stories. Cool.
Pragmatic. I appreciate it.
I have an interesting one.
Sure.
So you live in a world, and this is just going to be true. You live in a world where it's like Toy Story, and every toy is alive, all of them.
Do I know it?
Would you rather not know it all, and you never see them be alive, and they don't do anything wrong, but like you never know that they're alive, or you know, and you know that at all times, anything given a face can be alive, is alive, and can interact with you, but you never see it.
I would rather know.
It's not going to change your life either way.
Yeah,
because you can't interact.
I mean,
with them.
Sid still becomes a garbage man, and he still ties toys to the front of his car, like to the front of his truck, and he knows they're alive.
He probably saw a therapist and was convinced that was a.
You think they gaslit him back into normalcy?
I mean, it wouldn't even be gaslighting in that case because everyone has every
everybody
reason
else
to
believes
believe
that that's not the case.
Like, and it's probably better for him that he does believe that he just had a manic episode as a kid. That's healthier, actually.
I regularly I don't own stuffed animals normally, but I do have like a little stuffed cow, and I don't own stuffed animals because I know I treat them like a little human, and I give them a little kiss, and I put them
You
on
already
my bed.
anthropomorphize them.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need that.
Therein lies an interesting question. If you know, would they come to life around you, or do they still operate under the same rules?
I think for the sake of this thing, either way, you can't act with them. They won't make themselves known
In
to
their
you.
living state?
You'll just know that when you're not looking, they're doing things.
Okay, then I'd be like fucking with my own brain because
Exactly.
it's like I know they're alive. I know they're alive, but they won't talk back.
But it's like a Michigan J Frog thing, but it's happening to you, even though you know
but the frog
that
never-
he's doing "Hello, my baby" when you're not looking.
But the frog never sings. I never get to see the frog sing.
So there's just the inherent tension of they're always alive. They're
So
watching.
you're asking me if I want to have a schizophrenic delusion.
Exactly. Like that, because that's the thing. Like I'm like, no, obviously you don't need to know, because like that does nothing for you.
Yeah.
I'd rather know. I want to put all my toys in a different room while I'm jerking off.
You know what? If the options are like, what if they are alive and they are watching you?
I guess
I'd
for
rather
me,
know.
for me, it's also things like I don't keep toys around very much, so like you know,
I don't know. Like, at what point do you like stop considering something a toy? Like, obviously, this
that's
would be
a toy. Yeah,
Our sex toys.
any doll is a
counting.
toy.
Yeah, I think Robot Chicken did a gag on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, where like the sex toys were alive.
Yeah, I mean, if
God.
it's
But like,
if it's made
any
for
little like
play-
anime statues, would those also be?
no, anything made for play is a toy.
Those are collectibles.
If you can't,
Gotcha.
play with
Not
them-
a toy.
If a kid couldn't really play with them, I guess a kid could like
You can play with anything.
Yeah, but
Like a spork with a couple of googly eyes.
but if a kid wouldn't be able to have much fun playing with them because they're not able to manipulate them at all, then I don't think it's a real toy.
I think I'd rather not know, because if I knew and they would never come to life, even though I knew,
Yeah, that's
I
torture.
think that would fuck with me like way too much. And I think that would like, I mean, maybe I'd get past that, but like anytime I walk past a toy store, I just look, I'm like, judging me.
And Jesse would just, I guess, you just enjoy having this nonverbal long distance relationship when you're like, hey, I know you're alive. I hope you're having a good time.
I just want to be polite for them.
Yeah.
If I'm
You
laying
want to be able to
something
take
down.
their feelings into consideration?
Yes.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I'm
I-
doing that already, and they're not alive. So
Yeah, I guess, and I actually, as far as I could tell, I anthropomorphize things less than most people. I don't feel the need to name inanimate objects ever. I don't think of them as having feelings. They're inanimate objects. I'm very literal about it. So
cover the teddy bear's ears. He doesn't need to fucking hear this shit. That's fucked.
I'm always a little confused. At least compared to like my friends, where like all of my friends and like my family seem to anthropomorphize inanimate objects more than I do, and it seems like a normal human thing. But I'm just too literal. I'm like, it's not alive. I don't care. It's not a person. I got to prioritize what I care about.
Wow. So Stephan's fucked up. We don't judge. We don't judge.
We leave the judgment for the
Well,
toys.
you're a real piece of shit. Not that we judge.
Not that we judge.
Not that we judge.
It's
You
fine.
suck, but like we don't judge.
It's fine.
But do
you
you
should judge.
Yeah, do you judge? Do you judge us? Did you have fun at the slumber party?
Judge us in the comments below.
Judge, tell us. Would
We don't
you,
need to tell them to do that. They
Would
don't
you
do that.
rather?
You'll already
Would you rather leave a comment
or share the video.
Oh, I think the actual thing is like
or get hit in the balls with Jesse's wiffle ball bat?
the actual like comment thing of like would be actually fun.
Yeah.
Let us know like what of like your favorite
Sure.
scenarios you would rather. We want that would be interesting.
Maybe
and
write
fun.
paragraphs. I don't know.
You don't have to write a whole paragraph. It's like pick one. Just pick one. What was your favorite and like what would you rather of that?
What would you rather? Would you rather give my wiffle ball bat?
Do you like that we talked about One Piece a lot? There's just a lot to dig into.
There really is.
I don't know what camera to look at.
Good night.
I want bagel bites.
One Piece.
I got tits.